Hey, what it do? What it do? How y'all doing out there in the world, man? I am finally trying to get back onto doing my live shows. Mailman, the Common Sense Podcast live, where I just review topics and give my opinion of different events and timelines that are going on in the world. So, you know what I'm saying? And if anybody want to come in and chop it up with me, they are more than welcome while I'm on here to come in and chop it up with me and we can talk. So I'm going to put the link inside of the chat, the comment section. So the link is inside of the comment section and we're going to review. Um, Anybody want to come up on here, man, and chop it up with me and talk about different topics, man? So let's get ready and go live. Well, we already live, so let's get ready and take this show live and make this thing do what it do, baby, on the Mailman Common Sense Podcast. So I hope y'all having a great Saturday night. Great Saturday night. My Saturday was great. I pretty much did what did I do today? What did I do today? I went to my son's track game. I was supposed to get up and go to the gym earlier today and go to the gym, probably go try to go to a customer's property and then go come back home, take a shower, and leave to go to my son's track meet at Morehouse College in Atlanta. But unfortunately, I didn't go to bed till late, and I woke up at 11, and it was gone really close time to get ready to go for his track meet. So that did not go down the way that I planned today, but it was a great day because I was able to go down there and enjoy my son's track meet. So I'm not complaining about that at all. I'm always happy whenever I can go out there and enjoy him and watch him. Watch him. Watch him enjoy himself and have a good time. So let's get this thing popping and see what we can talk about what we got going on tonight. So man, I got a lot of different things that I have been seeing that's going on out here in this world, and I'm just like, come on, bro, come on now. We got all these things going on, and some of it just don't add up to me. It ain't making common sense to me. I just don't get it. You know what I'm saying? So let's pull this up. First, we're gonna start over here tonight. And the first one is kind of cool, laid back. I want to ask y'all a question. And when I say this, I want y'all to really think about this. I guess maybe it's take a couple of questions. One question: would you can cheat on your significant other? That's one question. Would you cheat on your significant other? And then think about it. Yes, no. I'm so into you getting. Would you not cheat because you're in love? Would you not cheat because you don't want to hurt them? And so forth on. Now, the second thing I want to add to that: would you cheat on your significant? If you said no, you wouldn't cheat on them. And some of you, and the ones that did say no, I would probably say most of y'all lying anyway. You probably already cheated on them before, or you're probably currently cheating on them. So that's gonna be my assumption that you're probably currently cheating on them. Either one. But if you didn't, then I'm gonna play this video and then we're gonna come back and I want you to tell me, would you still keep that same energy of saying no, that you wouldn't cheat on your significant other? So let's share this screen. Look at this video. This thing was funny when I seen it. And then we're gonna talk about this. Woo. No, that's not what I was trying to do. That's what I was trying to do.
You cheat on me for $1 billion?
Yes. What the? Yes.
I know you ain't for real.
I'm dead ass serious, Shawty. That's listen. Too many opportunities gonna come like that. $1 billion. Shawty. Think about it. $1 billion. I don't give a fuck if it was.
But you gonna cheat on me?
Yes, this is a business transaction. It's not about. Listen. It's not about what you think it is. They didn't say like do the little nasty or nothing like that. They said cheat. I can text another woman without you knowing. That's cheating. It is a business transaction.
But it's the fact that you're telling me that you will really do it. Like, I can't believe you.
Okay, so if I give you 100 million, what you gonna do with that 100 million?
I'ma spend it,
Okay,
but that's not the point.
Forget about it because it's $1 billion. I'm doing it.
No, I can't let you cheat on me like that. What do you mean?
It's for the business. It's for me and you. It's for our relationship. That's 100 billion, million, whatever you want to say. It's a lot of money. Come on.
Oh, would you cheat on me?
Man, I want to know. Let's go ask the same question again. Would you cheat on your significant other? Would you cheat on your significant other? That's the question I want to ask again. Now I seen this on I think it was Instagram. And now they make funny videos like this. They make funny videos. This couple always make funny videos just like this all the time. And I came across that video and I just wanted to say, I said, man, on a common sense side, would it be smart to say, you know what? I've been with this woman. I love this woman. This woman is a good woman to me. And she then took care of me and loved on me and been faithful to me and all these things. But an opportunity presented itself where I could cheat on, if I would cheat on my woman one time and I'd be paid $1 billion. But this woman has been faithful for me. My common sense said, yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I ain't thinking twice about it. I ain't finna sit down and play no games with it. I am doing it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it without even having to hesitate. It ain't gonna be no second guessing about it. It ain't gonna be no, oh, I love you. I don't love you enough to pass up $1 billion. I do not love you enough to pass up $1 billion. It ain't that much love in the world. If y'all feel like it's enough love in the world to pass up $1 billion, let me know. I don't care if you say, oh, well, Mel, you been a thought now. You been a 304. I'm 304 for $1 billion. I'm going 304 for $1 billion. That's what I'm going to do. Man, you crazy as I don't know what, bro. You crazy as I don't know what. You know, and now you gonna say, some people might say, well, you if you cheat on her, you don't know what that woman got. I know what I can use to protect myself. I know what I can do to protect myself. I know that part. You're right. I might not know all these things that this woman got, but I know what I can do to protect myself. And I'm cheating. Nah, maybe I'm gonna throw a twist in there. The only way that I would turn down that $1 billion to cheat on my woman. There's only one way. I don't care if you gave me $1 trillion. Because in 2024, you got to think people gonna throw a twist in it. Only way you ain't that I'm gonna have to take a loss on that money watching that video. If somebody said, hey, this $1 billion is for you to sleep with a man, you got me messed up. You can keep it. Look like I'm gonna have to go out there and cut some trees down for a long time. I'm about to be out there cutting some trees down and I guess saving up the money so I can build my houses, because I be doggone that ass. Man, I don't care if they say we're gonna give you $3.3 trillion with a 10% yearly return for the rest of your life. You just got to do this one time with this one moment, and that's it. You set financially for life. Man, when I tell you, bruh, I'm going up, man, don't even ask me. Now I stand on that. I stand on that, bruh. It is no way. But with a woman, oh, it's all day. It's all day. It ain't no, I gotta think about it. It ain't no nothing. At the end of the day, my girl get mad at me. Even if she leave me, she gonna leave with some money in her pocket. So it's a come up regardless. If she left me and she leave with money, it's a come up. Nah, I mean, if she my girlfriend, I'm still. You could be like, well, nah, you ain't my wife, so I ain't got to give you nothing. But if she been a good woman to me, and this moment or this decision that I chose to make caused us to separate, then I'm gonna give her something because it ain't her fault. I give her 100 million. I give her 100 million. Like, hey, there you go. I gamble with it, and I took that gamble and I took that chance. You was like, nah, I ain't taking that chance and I ain't taking that gamble. I can't deal with it. So I respect that. I respect it. You good, but I promise you, I'm gonna be happy with that 900 million. I'd be happy with that 900 million out of that billion after I gave you your 100 million and you go on and do what you want to do. So this couple is funny, man. They be coming up with some dope things, man. Y'all might want to follow them on Instagram. If y'all want to watch some funny content. Chandrea, oh no, Sade and Mel. That's what their name is. Sade and Mel. Y'all follow Sade and Mel on Instagram if y'all want to watch some funny content and just get some hypothetical scenarios and see if that if y'all willing to do that, if y'all willing not to do that. Let's find out what y'all would do if you had $1 billion on the line. Hey man, we're gonna get this show rolling, man. But I had to start the show off with that, man. It was just I seen it. I was talking about it earlier today at the game. And I said, you know what? When I go live tonight, I'm gonna talk about that. I gotta talk about that, man. That's just my common sense opinion. You're a fool if you turn down $1 billion for love. If it doesn't break your principles. If it doesn't break your principles, you're a fool, in my opinion, to turn down $1 billion. But if you got certain principles like me that you're not willing to break, then I get it. I respect it. I understand it. No questions asked. Keep on moving. You just got to keep making your money the way you've been making your money, man. All right, y'all. Let's move on to the next though. Definitely check out Shandaya and Mel on Instagram. That's who I seen this video from. Really had me laughing. They were real funny. All right. Now we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on with the show. This next topic I'm about to get ready and talk about is it's a little hard me, but I'm trying to when I first heard about it, I don't know, did y'all hear about the young man that got hit by the undercover police car? When I first heard about it, I was thinking that okay, maybe this is a story about a young man. They said he was the way the article was saying that he was pumping air in his tire. Police seen him, and I guess they already had a warrant out or had been looking for him. Police seen him, they pulled up on him. He took off running, and in the midst of him taking out running, he ended up getting hit by a police car. That's the kind of way I'm thinking. So when I'm like, they say he get hit by undercover police car, I'm thinking like, okay, when he took off running, he ran in front of a car, and the car made a mistake and hit him. I'm just so tired of seeing these stories and reading about these stories that I wasn't even trying to watch the video. I wasn't even trying to watch the video. This was yesterday too, on Friday, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to watch the video. I'm so tired of seeing these things. And then I kind of had they already said that he had a warrant out for his arrest. So I'm like, why did he even run? If you did something, bro, you got to face that light. You got to face that light. If you did something, you got to face that light. That's what it is. And so I'm like, okay, this guy, why is he running? Cool. I don't want to watch it. So now I let that go to sleep, wake up this morning. I get back on Instagram again this time, and I'm just scrolling, not thinking about it. And the actual video on somebody else's page is playing, and I actually see the incident. I actually get to see the actual video footage. And oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Something came through on my email I was trying to read. So I actually get to see the video footage, and Now I am. I at first I was in between, but now I definitely stand on it. The officer was wrong. They broke the law. They broke the law. That was murder. That was intentional murder, hands down, point blank. Period. You can't tell me that wasn't murder after I watched the video. And what I think, in my opinion, is they wasn't expecting whatever that building or that restaurant was. They was not expecting, or I ain't gonna even say expecting. They wasn't thinking about the consequences of the other companies in the surrounding area cameras. You know, they were so, I guess, locked in on the situation. They're not thinking about everything else around the current location or situation. And when you watch this video, it's real hardening. But let's watch the video right quick. Let's look at it. Let's see what let's talk about it, and let's look at it. Then we're gonna come back and talk about it. I'm gonna give my common sense opinion, and we'll go from there. We'll go from there. So this is a young man. Like they say, shocking photo shows the moment Samuel Sterling's were hit by unmarked Michigan State Police vehicle. Now, again, let me reiterate. Y'all, it's best to stay your ass out of trouble. I'm sorry. It's best to just stay out of trouble. Stay out of trouble, man. Just stay out of trouble. Try to dodge it as much as you can. Just try to stay out of trouble as much as you possibly can. That's the number one to try to solve the whole situation. But if you do get in trouble, man, just go ahead and face it, man. Go on and face it, man. You know, just go on and face it, get it over with, and move on. Now, let's go on and check this out. Now, watching that video, when you watch that video, that man intentionally hit that young man. I'm not saying that he was right for running. I'm not saying that 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 excuses that officer actions or nothing. He was completely wrong for running. For whatever his past he had did in his past, it caught up with him in that moment. That right there was you having to be accountable for your actions, and somebody was going to hold you accountable because they finally seen where you was going to get you and take you in, and you was going to have to be held accountable. Now, if you had chose to run, and well, you did choose to run, but with you choosing to run, and this car is coming and you just happen to get hit, you know, that still would have been his fault because, you know, you took off running and you ran into oncoming traffic, and that's how you got hit. That would be understandable in the circumstance. It would be sad, but it would be understandable in what happened because you took off to flee to run from your accountabilities of the actions that you did in the past that have finally caught up with you. But that's not what happened. The video clearly shows you what happened. The video shows you the undercover officer used the vehicle as a weapon. He turned that vehicle into a weapon when the moment he decided to jump in the moment he decided to drive that vehicle and to that young man and hit that young man. That's when the officer decided to commit a crime. That's when it makes it a crime. At that moment, when I just want to say, be clear of what I'm saying. From when they already knew he had a warrant out from him, they seen him at the gas station putting air in the tire. They tried to arrest him. This is still on the up and up from that point. They try to arrest him. When they try to arrest him, they run after him. Then they chase after him, and whatever officer was in that car, he could have chased, parked the car, cut the lights on. Dude probably still wouldn't stop, even if he had to cut the lights on, not to be undercover. But it's policies and procedures, so he still should have followed the policies and procedures. Cut the lights on, because you don't know. Dude could have stopped. We don't know. So now, if he had did that and then got out and they arrested him, but the illegal stance became the moment the officer took his foot, put his foot on the pedal, hit the gas to hit this young man. That's hands down. That's murder. The weapon of choice for this officer to kill this man was a motor vehicle. That's what he used to kill this young man. That video proves that. It ain't even a way that you can talk your way out of it. I mean, besides probably coming up with some fabricated, the gas pedal got stuck. Oh, it was something wrong with the car, or whatever. You could try to finagle and finesse and come up with a fake excuse about this and that and that and this. But in our reality, you, officer, you played a silly game, and now it's time you played a stupid game. You played a dumb game, and you play dumb game, play stupid games. Now it's time for you to win a dumb prize, a stupid prize. By all means necessary, you needs to be charged with premeditated murder because you thought about hitting that gas to hit Samuel Sterling with a metal weapon that is called a vehicle that no human being has the chances of withstanding with their body, and you behind the wheel of this metal machine, they don't have a chance. You chose to go and hit him. Now I read through some of the comments, man, and some of the comments say he shouldn't have ran, and it wouldn't have happened, and so forth on. And I'm like, bro, come on, really? Okay, we right. He shouldn't have ran. I agree with you on that. But you gonna try to justify this man turning a vehicle into a weapon as being okay to hit this young man? That is far from BS. That is some straight up, straight, solid, not liquid BS for you to try to justify that. And then to add insult to injury, they handcuffed the man while he died and don't even help to give medical assistance. Nobody try to help to give medical assistance. Now, let me ask you this. I don't know all the police policy and procedures, but I'm going to assume the policy and procedure would be to help a person in distress. That's what I'm going to assume. Is not a person in distress, leave them be. They didn't even try to help him from what I read. They didn't try to help him and render first aid. It was handcuff him. They say he's asking for help. They don't offer the help or the assistance to prevent death and save a life. They don't offer it. So that is another factor of how these police officers don't give a DA what? A DA what? They don't care, man. They don't care about the situation. And it's sad. It's sad. It's very sad. I'm gonna say this. In my common sense opinion of how I feel about this situation is the Michigan police is in the wrong. At first, he was in the wrong because you ran and you knew again from your previous actions that hey, it's possibility that they could come and catch up with you one day. So that was already something. Whatever you did, I don't know what you did. I don't know what could have got you a felony or whatever. Could have got you a warrant out for your arrest. I do not know. And neither do I care. I don't care at this point. I don't care what you did to get a felony because it's been null and voided when this person that's supposed to not be a felon or a criminal chose to use a vehicle as a weapon to hit you and kill you and take your life when you wasn't even a threat. You wasn't gonna your running, or well, not your Samuel Sterling's running from the police was not going to hurt that officer at all. It was not that officer life was not at danger or anything. So for Samuel Sterling to be killed by a metal machine that was driven by a human being that's supposed to be a upstanding law-abiding citizen, to use that vehicle as a weapon, man, all day he need to go to jail. I don't care. And if an officer stand behind them, that shows you their attitude. It's only a day that they're gonna do something that's gonna have them on the news and getting talked about, for them to justify this buffoonery of using a vehicle to hit a human being, when you got people that's dying by a vehicle getting hit by another vehicle. So you know the consequences of your body getting straight hit by a vehicle. You know the consequences of that. It can be very life-changing, to where you can be paralyzed, leg broken, or it can, in this case of Samuel Sterling, it could result in death. So my common sense opinion is this officer is a criminal. He's a thug, he's a gangster, and he needs to go to jail for breaking the law. That's how I feel. If y'all disagree with me, leave a comment. Tell me why you disagree with me. And don't say because he ran. Do not say that, because you do not say you disagree with me on my common sense fact of my opinion because he ran. I don't even want to hear that. So I'm telling you, if you leave a comment, I'm just going to laugh at you, because that's going to be the stupidest thing that a person could post. So let's jump into this next topic, man. Let's keep this show moving tonight, man. You know, you live with Mailman on Common Sense Podcast. We talking with it, man. We talking about it tonight. You live with me, man. We getting on this consistent podcast, man. Keep this thing talking, man. I'll be trying to get in here and moving, ripping and running, but I'm working on my schedules to make sure I do what I'm supposed to do, man. All right, y'all. Let's keep this show moving, man. Live tonight, Saturday night. Hope y'all having a great Saturday night, man. I love y'all. Everything is going good with y'all. Everybody's safe out there, whatever you're doing. Wherever, if you watch my video in the morning, night, evening, noon, wherever you watch it, whenever you watch it, I hope that you enjoy chopping it up with Mailman and hearing my opinions, because my opinion is going to be my opinions. And I don't look at things in the same light that everybody look at everything. I try to be open-minded and optimistic about everything that I talk about. I do not try to look at everything just from one way, one side. I ain't trying to look at it from a man's side only, or a woman's side only. I try to give my best observation of how I feel about the situation. So let's go ahead and jump over here and talk about gangster grandmama. Let's talk about the gangster grandmama that robbed a bank. Gangster grandmama robbed a bank, man. So I ain't really into the scamming. Matter of fact, I'm against scamming. I don't scam. I ain't never scammed in my life. Don't believe in scamming. I ain't never tried to scam, because you know what? I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to intentionally hurt somebody to propel myself up. I don't want to step on you to stand up and push you down. You know what I'm saying? I'm not with that. I'm not with the crab in the barrel mentality, or not, even if we take it away from the crab in the barrel mentality, I'm not with the trying to, like I say, put another person in a bad situation, especially not an elderly person in a bad situation intentionally, just to make myself come up. I'm not with that. So we got a grandmama that is 74 years old, from Ohio. She was scammed. She was scammed. She was a victim of scam. And the scam caused her to lose her life savings. So let's go over here and check out the gangster grandmama. Then we want to find out. I want to know what y'all think when we look at this story. You live again, man. I hope y'all enjoy the show. Live with Mailman. We're just gonna be popping up doing these lives random. I try to do it on Saturdays, but I'm gonna try to go live at least 3 times a week and chop it up and just address some of the topics that I address throughout the through my podcast throughout the week, and go live and give my feedback live on the Common Sense Podcast with Mailman. So we can chop it up. All right, so here we go with Gangster Grandmama. So, online scam victim robs bank after losing life savings. Let's see what they got to say.
Tonight in Butler County, accused of robbing a bank at gunpoint. So tonight we're getting our first look at the moment that she was taken into police custody.
Oh my God.
Fairfield Township Police body cams capture the moment officers arrived at 74-year-old Ann Mayers' Hamilton home, where they met her in the backyard.
Ma'am, do you have any weapons on you?
Lord, no.
Okay.
What did we do?
Okay. Yeah, I want you over there for me, please. Thank you.
Calm and cooperative, Mayers takes a seat on a nearby retaining wall as officers confirm the silver car parked in the driveway was the same one used in a bank robbery just hours before.
Definitely not a typical demographic you would expect to be robbing a bank.
Sergeant Brandon McCroskey says that they were called to this credit union on Creekside Drive around 1:30 Friday afternoon on reports of a bank robbery. These are surveillance images from the 74-year-old Hamilton woman's behind bars tonight in Butler County, accused of holdup, during which investigators say Mayers showed a gun before getting away with about $500. Officers say they recovered the money and the weapon, then placed her under arrest. It was then during the ride to the police department, Mayers made this confession.
I did whatever you're here for.
I'm sorry?
I did whatever you're here for.
Okay. What was it? What will that be?
Margaret,
Okay.
my sister knows nothing about it.
Okay.
McCroskey says Mayers has no criminal record and has never been arrested. He says it appears she was facing financial hardship and wasn't the only one believed to be trying to steal money.
It seems as though she'd been communicating, possibly as I understand it, with some people online who may have been scamming her. Very common theme, unfortunately, and tragically now we see a lot of that with elderly victims who are being scammed out of large amounts of money. It seems like that's very well could be the case here.
So Mayers is being held up during what held at the Butler County Jail tonight. She is charged with aggravated theft with a firearm and tampering with evidence. The sergeant tells me that if she's found guilty, she could face up to 10 to 15 years behind bars. Held at the Butler County Jail tonight.
All right, y'all, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. That's what we here live. We go live with Mailman to talk about it. We here to talk about it, bruh. So let's talk about it. So, gangster grandmama robbed the bank. How y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel like she should go to jail? Do y'all feel like maybe she should be excused for her actions given the circumstances? Do y'all think she should just get probation? What y'all think about this situation? Never been in trouble, never been arrested. 74 years old lady. What are y'all thoughts on that? How y'all feel? You know what I'm saying? Please leave a comment on how y'all feel about gangster grandma. I call it gangster grandma. Here's my opinion. I don't condone it, but I'm going to say, I guess I can understand. I guess I can understand. That wasn't the way. The most embarrassing part about it, you went in there and took a gamble and you jumped out the window and only got $500. That's the most embarrassing part. You didn't walk away with $50,000, $100,000, $1.5 million. You walked away with $500. I know it's somebody around you that could have said we can do something else to help you get some money. And it would have been way more. You got people that's getting GoFundMe's online for and people know that they're big in line, but getting $40,000-$50,000 from GoFundMe online. But again, they get publicity and it's I get it. You can start a GoFundMe, but if nobody knows the GoFundMe exists, it's really beating a dead horse, because it's not going to get you with the results because nobody knows that it exists. So that's kind of like the I guess the bad end of the stick, because yes, you went that way, but nobody knew, so nobody could donate. But now everybody know about you because of this stunt that you pulled. And this stunt is giving you the publicity that you would have needed to get your GoFundMe funded, you know. So my opinion on this is I'm kind of torn because again, y'all scammers, man, y'all some piece of its. Y'all some diarrhea piece of it. Y'all that diarrhea with bubble guts piece of it. Why would you steal an elderly woman's money? You prey on the elderly to get, well, really, y'all prey on anybody, but you ain't got no limitations when it comes to somebody elderly, man. They can't get up and work the way that they used to work, but they didn't put their time into securing a future for themselves and whatever little money that they get to survive with this ever-growing earth and world of increasing prices from when they probably was working to when they stopped working to where they are now, and prices are going up versus they check if they're not doing nothing, it's not going up. And but they set up this retirement where they paid their house off and they got whatever cash they got saved up, be that from their job, from a husband that's now deceased, whatever it is, they did it. And y'all scammers want to go in and target the elderly. Y'all some piece of its. I'm talking about piece of its, diarrhea version of piece of its. That's what y'all are, because she never been in nothing in her life. So for her to go through a tragic, dramatic situation this late in life, she didn't know what to do. She probably been watching movies. Then put the scene in. Ain't they got a movie about some grandmas robbing banks or something? So she probably been watching movies. And I matter of fact, let me see. Is it a movie out? Let's see here. Movie. Grandma robbing a bank. Let me see if it's on. So it is in 2010. A movie called Twilight Gangsters is about three grandmothers who became bank robbers to get back their dream vacation fund that was stolen by robbers. I don't want to run the clip, but because I'm trying to get this YouTube channel monetized, and I don't want to run the clip, but the movie is called Twilight Gangsters. And I told y'all she was a gangster. And it's about some grandmas robbing a bank. So you don't know, this grandma could have been watching Twilight Gangsters. When she watched Twilight Gangsters, after watching Twilight Gangsters, she thinking, "Hey, I'm in a financial bind. My money was stolen, and I'm about to go hit this bank up. I'm about to get ready and go over here and hit this bank up and see what we got going on." And that's what grandma did. She went and hit the bank up. So, in my opinion, I really don't. I get it. Okay, yes, she broke the law. Broke the law. It's a federal offense to rob a bank. A lot of people are going through hardships. I get it. I can't take away none of that. All that is true. All that is 1,000% facts. You break the law. You got to go do the crime, do the time. But sometimes you got to think about the situation, man. Sometimes you got to think about, I know this person broke the law, but we got to be mindful of this person didn't set out. Their intentions wasn't to grow old and rob a bank. Their intention was to grow old and enjoy whatever life they want to enjoy. That's what their intentions were. And unfortunately, some scammer and all these people rap about this in rap songs and stuff. Like scamming is supposed to be so cool. Like it's so dope to scam. Like that's the cool thing to do when the scamming affects the world. But also, we also have to also understand common sense. Crime would not is not it's a business. That's what I'm trying to say. Crime is a business, and crime without crime, it would eliminate jobs for officers, investigators, security guards. So it allows people to get jobs. So crime pays and benefits some people as well in positive ways. Because again, you get security jobs, so people can deter people from robbing. You get private investigators that investigate when robberies happen. So it creates jobs and stuff too. So that's kind of why they understand what crime go what happened, because again, it's just like war. When war starts, some people that hurts from on the war, but you got some people that benefits off war. But in this particular case, my feelings of this is I do it ain't gonna be as hard for grandmama as anybody think. Let's be real. It's not gonna be hard. And people gonna be able to understand. But I don't think she should be punished as if to a 10, 15-year prison sentence. This lady's 74 years old. Come on. I don't think she should die in prison. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that this warrants her to die in prison. I just think that she should be put on probation, and that she should she's got to understand that there is consequences for your actions. And we have to also be understanding to, the pressure hit her. And the money that she saved up that she thought was going to be there for her to be able to live the life that the life that she wants to live, or whatever life that she's living would still be there for her. Somebody came in and stole it from her, and it put her back against the wall, and she went into survival mode, and she chose the wrong option of survival mode, but she made a choice, and that's what happened. And she went and robbed a bank, and that consequence is she got caught, arrested. But I don't think she should do no 10, 15 years in prison. No, I definitely do not think that the lady should do no 10, 15 years in prison and die in jail. I think that that she should get probation, and then now she got to understand, hey, look, you robbing a bank ain't gonna change your financial situation. You are still gonna be in the same. You are really gonna be in a probably worse financial situation when you choose to do things like that. But in her case, in a lot of people's cases too, somebody will help her understand the situation. Somebody will help her to where she is able to get her finances back in order, because it was just a bad decision that she made, and she made it based off the fact of somebody stole all her money, and she was in financial pressure, and she had borrowed money, and so many more things, so forth on. So that's how I feel on that, man. That I don't think gangster grandma should die in prison. Gangster grandmama just got to learn her lesson, man. And no more pistols for gangster grandma, and no more watching movies about grandmamas robbing banks, because they make it look cool on TV. Because we see you literally take it to, hey, you get in a hardship, get the steel, grab the steel. Grandma wig on tight, she ready to go pop her teeth in her mouth. Oh, we about to go out here and get some things popping, baby. We about to go get some things popping. Hey, man, let's keep this show moving, man. Again, y'all live with Mel, man, on Common Sense Podcast, where I look at the world, topic things that's going on out here in the world, and talk about these topics and give my common sense opinion of them. And and share my thoughts with them, man. So welcome to the Common Sense Podcast live with Man. Hopefully I can teach you something, give you some things to look at in a different way, different light, different line. And again, the link is posted up in the comment section. So anybody that ever want to come in because you disagree with what I'm saying, you are more than welcome to come in and we can chop it up and have a conversation about it. That's what we can do. We can talk about it. I don't mind talking. So let's move it. Let's keep this show moving, man. So my next thing I want to talk about, man, is domestic violence, man. Let's talk about domestic violence. DV. Come on, bro. We gotta do better as men. We got to do better as men. We got to do better as men. You gotta stop being so emotional. It ain't the move to be emotional like that. You got to stop being so emotional. You got to, as a man, you got to know when a woman ready to move on, let her move on, bro. You move on about your life. Let that woman move on by her life. It's just that simple. It ain't hard at all. It ain't hard. That woman want to move on. You let her move on. You go on about your life. She go on about her life. And y'all start something new. Give me a second, y'all. I'm coming. It ain't worth me crashing out behind a momentary situation. I'm not gonna throw my whole life away because a female decided to leave me, or a female decided that she want to be with somebody else, or a female cheated on me, or I don't care. I don't own no female. I don't own nobody. I have no ownership in nobody. So I'm not finna care because a female decided to move on. Now, I'm not gonna show this video all the way through because I don't want them on YouTube to strike me or whatever with the video. But I'm just gonna show y'all a couple of seconds of the video and then we're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? All right, y'all. Let's rock with it.
Get away from me.
You ain't gonna do nothing to get yourself in trouble, bro.
I have a restraining order on you.
Call the police. That's my police.
That's what she recorded.
Hey! Get the fuck off her, you asshole! Leave her the fuck alone. I'm calling the cops. Come here, girl. Come here. Don't you fucking hurt her.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it right there. Because after that, that's when you see the GS, and I don't want to run that in the video and violate YouTube rules or policies or anything like that. So I'm gonna stop it right there. But after you see the lady telling her to stop and don't hurt her, standing on the porch, and you heard her say she's got a gun, well, he's got a gun, and right after the video stopped, right where I just stopped it at before if he had kept going, he pulls out a gun and shoot her. Now, one thing I want to say is this. You hear a lot of people say, man, why they putting out cameras? Why didn't they go down there and help her? You know what I'm saying? People, that's the problem with the world nowadays. Everybody want to put out cameras. Well, y'all stop complaining about the cameras, because when we didn't have cameras, y'all was complaining, well, why nobody ain't got no camera to show it? That's why they getting away with everything. That's why there's always a person getting away. Now that it is cameras, it's why everybody always got a camera. Why they always got cameras? This all they know what to do is pull out a camera. Nobody want to go ahead. Man, y'all so lost in the world. Y'all, that's why they have to, you gotta have somebody to tell you what to do, because you lost. You got 1 minute you over here, you get over here, you get that, then you want to go back over there and get this. You go, come on. So stop with all the complaining about why people always pull out their phone cameras. You know why they pull out their phone camera? That's because they should pull out their phone cameras. Because if they didn't pull out their phone cameras, situations like how we got some officers that have been arrested off phone cameras would not have happened, because they could have finagled and finessed and created their own narrative. And cameras have helped a lot of people. Same with this situation. In this situation, it's a very sad situation. Very, very sad situation. And but you know, good part about it, he's gonna have to pay the consequences. He is on camera doing it. He's recorded. There ain't no way he can say that the girl was assaulting him and he was protecting himself. It ain't no way that he can say it was self-defense, or any whatever narrative he want to conjure up. You can't, because thank God someone was recording it. Someone has the incident on tape. So y'all stop with that asking the question why people always recording. We need people to record, and I want y'all to keep recording. Now, some people do want to go out and help. You are also putting that person that can go help is putting their life in line. So they have to also, you got to remember too. I'm not saying that you shouldn't help, because it's a good thing to help. But I also remember, if that person do go help and they get killed, will you be willing to provide the lifestyle that they've been providing for their children, because they sacrificed that lifestyle to go help somebody else? Are you willing to do it? Or are you gonna say, well, hey, they didn't, or they don't need that anyway. So if that parent was spending $10,000 a month providing their child with things that you might say, I can't afford $10,000 a month, but you want that person to go help somebody. And in the process of them helping, they lose their life. Are you gonna step up to the plate to assist with that person lifestyle after that person that went and helped? And most of y'all gonna be like, no. So stop finding ways to complain and find ways to say, okay, what can we do to stop this from happening? Now, let's get back to this situation with this weak little thing, whatever that is, that chased this woman. Now, in the video, you can't say, well, we don't know what she did. I'm gonna tell you why we can't say, well, we don't know what she did. Because I'm gonna tell you why it doesn't matter what she did necessarily in this particular situation. In this particular situation, I'm gonna tell you why. Because she was running away from him. And she already told him, I got a restraining order on you. She's trying to get away from him. He is the aggressor. He's chasing and pursuing her. So he had ample opportunity to, she running away, let me move. Let me go and get in my car and let me go and leave. He had that chance to do it. But did he take advantage of that chance? No, he didn't. He did not take advantage of that chance. He chose to go and chase and pursue her. And then ultimately take her life. That's what he chose to do. With that decision being made, I have no love for him. I have no understanding for him, no sorrow for him. I have none of that for him. Why? Because all he had to do was get in his car and leave. All he had to do. He didn't have to do nothing else besides get in his car and leave. So when you made that decision to not get in your car and leave, then you also made the decision to kill her. And that's weak. That's some stupid ish. I ain't gonna even say that's some kid ish. they ain't gonna say um um that's some understandable ish. That's none of that. None of that above. You made a decision to go and take an innocent life. Now let's try to see what's the reasoning why do we have so many men that want to take a woman's life. You just had a young boy that was in New Orleans that just killed a 16-year-old girl. Um, you had it's so many incidents. You had the guy that chased a woman down in I think Florida and killed her with a car. You had another lady that was just killed right before her wedding. It's so many instances where these men are unaliving these ladies. Why do y'all men want to unalive somebody? This not your property. You don't own these women. And man, I would love for somebody to come up on the podcast and please give me an answer to why are these men with no right unaliving these ladies. It don't matter if a woman talking, she can be running her mouth. I just laugh at her. You know what I can do? I can just turn around and leave. It ain't got nothing to do. She ain't putting her hands on me, and I'm gonna move. Now, if a person put their hands on you and you trying to leave, and then they still walking up on you, and they still trying to put their hands on you, as the man or woman, you have that becomes a threat. That becomes a enemy. You're not looking at them as man or woman. This is a threat that must be neutralized to protect myself and my safety. You know, let me neutralize, get down, get on, move. But y'all getting mad because y'all walking into situations when people walking away. Well, it don't matter if she cussing you out. It don't matter if she talking about your mama. It don't matter if she talking about your auntie, uncle, or cousin. If you're dead friend, you dead mama, you dead grandmama. It don't matter. Let her say whatever she want to say. And leave her alone. And especially if you ain't got no kids with her, you is so boo-boo the fool. You gonna throw your whole, you crashing out, and you ain't even got no kids with the woman. Now, you gonna be locked up with all these hard legs where you ain't even gonna be touching a woman no more. And now you like, hey, man, I shouldn't even did that, man. Man, I don't even know what I was thinking about, man. It's too late now. It ain't like they gonna say, you know what? He learned from his mistakes. Okay, he said he shouldn't have did that. He's been in there for 2 years now. Let him go home. No. Is okay. We're glad that you learned from your mistake. You still gonna serve the next 50, 60 years in prison. Yeah, you still gonna be in here and getting told when to eat, sleep, when to take a eat, when to take a bath, how many hours you got to go, or how many minutes you got to go out on the yard, or and this silly that don't want to take a bath. You still, it don't matter. We glad that you forgave yourself. Okay, you forgave yourself. Bravo. Bravo effing O. But that don't matter. You still gonna stay this time in here. I need somebody to give me a man, not a woman. I don't want no woman. I want a man to tell me why is it that y'all are so in your feelings instead of just walking away or removing that person from your life. You know you don't have to call them, right? You know they got blocks, call ID, call a block. You know where you iPhone got where you can just find a number, make the number where that number can't call your phone no more. You know these technology helps a lot now, right? Well, you don't have to deal with a person if you don't want to. And maybe some of y'all need to work on yourselves before y'all even try to get in a relationship. Maybe you need to take the time out and say, you know what? I need to work on me. before I can work on being in a relationship with someone else. Maybe I need to take that time out, work on me, and then when I do decide, when I do decide to talk to somebody, I'm still working on me because I'm testing, is what I'm working on actually working? And then on top of it, implement it into a life change. Never stop working on yourself. Don't matter if you get in a relationship and start dating somebody, always consistently pull yourself up by your bootstraps and you work on you. That's one thing that you got to be willing to do. If you're not willing to do that, then you can't sit there and think that somebody else is going to do it. It don't work that way. You can't think that somebody else is going to take the initiative to better you without you bettering you. It just doesn't work that way. And I'm sorry to tell y'all brothers that. I'm talking to the fellas, man. I'm sorry to tell y'all brothers that, but it just doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way at all. And you taking somebody else's life, that somebody you know how selfish that is. That's so selfish because not only did you take that person's life, you took that life from their family. You took that they got kids. You took the life from their kids. Um, um, from their fathers, from their grandmothers. Um, you made a selfish decision to only think about yourself. That's what you did. You made a selfish decision to only think about yourself. You didn't think about nobody else and how they would feel about the situation. Your emotions got the best of you and you crashed out. And now here you is going to be locked up for the rest of your life. And was it worth it? No, it wasn't. Common sense should have told you, man, look, move on. Life goes on. I can find somebody else. Well, y'all must ain't got game to holler at no women. Is that what it is? Y'all ain't got no game to holler at no other women. Y'all so weak that y'all can't talk to another woman. Matter of fact, y'all ain't even. How many men have taken the time out to love themselves? I'm talking about ain't got to be in no relationship with nobody. You take the time out to find who your individual self is and love on you. How many of y'all done did that? That's something that I think a lot of y'all need to ask that question and actually implement that into your life to figure out how many of y'all are going to go in here and actually start to put forth an effort and do something with your life and take that time out. But I want to hear from men, man. I want to hear y'all, man. Y'all live with Mel, man. Somebody come in on here, man, and let's chop it up because I need to get understanding. I'm like, I'm walking off. I'm cool. I'm gone. Baby, have at it. Do what you want to do. Woman ain't even got to put no restraining order on me, bro. Cause I'm gonna restrain myself from not talking to her crazy anyway. So you ain't even got. I'm restraining. I restrain myself from coming to see you. And you know how many women? I'm not just telling you I didn't cut off. I don't think with the wrong head. I think with this head. I think with this one. Man, I done cut women. Hey, you know what? I ain't never talking to you again. Never. I would never talk. My thing is this: if I go out with a woman, if that woman ride with me, I want to make sure I pass by every camera as I can, and I want to make sure I get her back to so wherever she's got to get safely and sound. And I want to make sure everything is documented. And from that moment on, I would never talk with you again. It ain't no, oh, call me back. I'm sorry. I apologize. I was just a little bit. When she dial my number, that mother gonna either go straight to voicemail or it's gonna say this caller has you blocked, or it's gonna be something. But it won't be no more, oh, I'm sorry. I'm not even gonna deal with you, baby. So I want to talk with some fellas and get y'all see what's going on, man. Why we got so many weak dudes out here? Why we can't move on and keep it pushing? Don't crash out behind a woman and throw everything that we done worked hard for away. I want to know. I need to know. I must know why. Y'all live with Mailman on the Mailman Common Sense podcast. This is me just sharing my topics, my feelings about certain things that's going on in the world. Thank you and everybody that takes the time out to watch and enjoy this moment with me. I hope y'all enjoy the show. You know, we're gonna start going live more. I try to go live on Saturdays and bring more awareness to myself as much as I can. And I'm gonna get better, y'all. I'm gonna get better, y'all. Just work with me. Just work with me. All right, y'all. Let's move on to this next topic. Let's close this out. Move on to this next topic and keep it rolling and keep it rocking and rolling, man. You know, we got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about again. Make sure that y'all like, subscribe, follow me. I'm gonna be going live, giving y'all my common sense topics on this. And I would love for people, if you hear something that I say that you don't agree with me, I would love for you to come in on the live and let's talk about it. Let's have a one-on-one conversation, and we can definitely talk about what's going on in your mind. And we'll chop it up, man. All right, we're gonna swing over here, man, to my guy Jeezy, Mr. Snowman himself, Mr. 17.5, Mr. Yeah. You know, we're gonna jump over here to check out the homie Jeezy and what's going on with him and his soon-to-be ex-wife, Jenny Mai. Jenny Mai, we're gonna go over here and talk with Jenny May, Jenny Mai, Jenny something, Jenny lie. Yeah, Jenny lie. Jenny can lie. Unfortunately, Jenny can't lie. You know, so we're gonna go over here and chop it up with them, give my opinion on what I think with Jenny lie. That's what I'm gonna call her now. That's what I'm calling her, Jenny lie. Okay. Cause Jenny around here lying, bro. And Jenny around here lying for no reason. Well, no, let me say, I always have to say the right thing. We say with no reason. Yeah, she lying for a reason. Her reason is because she want to get money, or she's trying to paint a narrative to destroy him. So yes, it is a reason. Let me correct that. There's definitely a reason why Jenny lie is lying. So let's make sure that we got that understood and clear, that there is a reason why Jenny lie is lying. Now let me say this about marriage. I don't believe in marriage. I believe marriage is a waste of time. I believe marriage in 2024 is a waste of time. You wasted your time. You walking into hell without even knowing you walking into hell. And all this BS about love, if y'all don't miss me with that BS about love, love don't live here no more. And you know what's so crazy? You know what's the crazy thing? Tina Turner told y'all. Tina Turner told us when we were growing up, what's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can't be broken? Tina Turner was telling us. Tina Turner was telling us, what's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? Tina was telling us. And nobody wanted to listen. Everybody kept coming back with the we want to have the white picket fence. We want to have this. We want to have that. Oh, the American dream. I want a husband. Oh, I love her. I want a wife. Oh, I love her. Man, I want to be with her forever. Man, y'all don't miss me with that love spit. Get out of here with that love stuff. Man, go on, bro. Go on. gone. You might as well gone. You better look at it like what's the boy say? If you didn't fell out of love, that's a blessing on that. You like what it say? I think you better let it go. Let it go. It looks like another love TKO. Man, if y'all don't get up out of here with that love mess, y'all are setting yourself up for failure and don't even realize it. You don't even realize you setting yourself up for failure. Now, let's get over here and talk about mailman. Why do you feel that love doesn't exist? It doesn't make sense. Well, let's look at this story. Then I'm gonna tell y'all why I feel like I'm gonna give y'all my common sense opinion of why I feel like a man should not get married. It should be common sense not to get married. Let's look at this. Let's share this with y'all. All right. So now we have this is the response, which Jesus shouldn't have had to respond on this. You know, he shouldn't have, but he did. But he shouldn't have again, but he did. This is a response. Jesus said that the allegations are not only false, but also deeply disturbing, especially coming from someone I love. This malicious attempt to tarnish my character and disrupt my family is ridiculous. It's disinheriting to witness. It's disheartening to witness the manipulation and deceit at play. And at this time, my main concern is being an active father to our daughter as I continue to fight for court mandated joint custody. Rest assured, the truth will prevail through the proper legal channels. Now, Jeezy, Mr. Yeah, let's get it. You know what I'm saying? If you want me, you can find me in the back. I'll be out there in the trap. Mr. Boom, boom, clap. Boom, boom, clap. Mr. Thug Motivation 101. Went from old school Chevys to drop top Porsches. You couldn't walk a mile off in my Air Forces. Buddy, we on your side, man. We on your side. We know she lying. We know she lying. She lying. She lying. It ain't nobody that can out there that gonna say she is lying. She is lying. You are not alone, my brother. You're not alone. You're not alone at all. You are good to go. We don't even have to read that statement to know that she is lying. Yeah, we already know it. How in the world do she try to say, um, let's go back to it. She went with saying that I think she said Jeezy was abusive. Um, um, he leaves his guns around for his daughter to get hold to. As private of a life this man try to make sure that he don't put his family out in the public. And we all, those that are fans of Jesus, which I'm a fan of Jesus' music, very, very talented, great artist. We have watched Jesus, his character and the way he carries himself doesn't even present that. It doesn't even present that as he's a man that put his hands on women. Through his entire years of music, we have never even heard no allegations of that. I'm looking at the comments. If you go back all the way to 2002, 2003, if you go back to all that, if you go back 20 some years ago and you look at the history of the snowman himself, you have never heard no allegations of that. Never. I'm talking never. If you're a true fan of the old Jesus when he had the first mixtape standing out on the side of a corner store and the rap was weak as hell, it sounded horrible. You like, who is Jay Jenkins trying to rap? This dude is horrible. Until when he became he did the album, the mixtape with DJ Drummer, and that went from who this dude on that, I can't even remember what that mixtape was. That first mixtape I ever heard of Jesus was trash. It was horrible. I'm talking about you. It was horrible. But then the man, something ignited the flame that was burning inside of him. And that's when we got Thug Motivation 101, Thug Motivation 102, The Recession, Thug Motivation 103, and so forth on album after album that was straight bangers. We got hit after hit after hit after hit after hit. That it just became whoa. And we never heard no allegations of Jesus beating on no woman. Never heard no allegations of him that. But now all of a sudden she want to come and say that this man beat on him. We don't believe you because we know you lying. Then, so this man is so abusive, but you want to reconcile your relationship. But he the one that went and filed divorce on your grass. He filed divorce on your grass. But you want to go say you want to work it out. But you want to work it out with a man that you claim is abusive. And on top of that, he went and did a divorce. Why would you try to pull somebody back in that's running away from you, but you say that they are damaging and hurting you? Why would you want to? Why? It don't make sense, man. It's not common sense, Jenny lie. Jenny lie. It don't make sense. Make it make sense, Jenny lie. When you was on what's the show she was on? What the View? You was lying. You like you said you like your white meat and you like your dark meat. Come on, bro. What you thought Jesus was supposed to be your play toy, but you thought since he was dark meat, he was dumb? Now, Jesus, I gotta tell you this, dog. From Melman, you were dumb for marrying her. Yeah, you were dumb for marrying her, man. You were dumb for marrying. I gotta say that. Now, I don't know if you were trying to marry her for on the business aspect, because you have matured so much over your career that I have watched how you have went from. I remember when back in the days when y'all used to be at Visions down at on Peachtree Street, and now y'all putting up in Ferraris, Lambos, Roses. I mean, the parking lot full of exotic cars, and y'all was going in there just living it up. You know, you was part of the street life to now you are a corporate life. You're a businessman. You understand. You real estate, business investments, liquor, everything that you have invested in, and all the growth of yourself, and the amazing things that you have done over the lifetime of the last 20 something years that you have been to the public eye, but you have also kept your personal life kind of somewhat private. You know, we know you got a son, we know you got a daughter, now we know you got this daughter, and so forth on. But my brother, if you was trying to make a business move with Jenny Lai, that was a dumb decision, bro. You should have just kept as a girlfriend. That's it. Keep as a girlfriend. And then another thing that you did that was dumb, you had her sign a prenup 24 hours before the wedding. Come on, Jeezy, you a multi-millionaire, my brother. That should have been done, god dang, 6 months to 12 months before y'all even got to the altar. And now the woman wants some of I hope she can't get none of the catalogs, because you got hits out of hit. So I hope she don't get catalogs, because that was way before her. She didn't even know the doom doom clap, Jesus. She didn't know the doom doom clap, you and Manny Fresh. She wasn't with you when you was whipping in the gym. She wasn't with you when you was at Patchwork Recording Studios making them hits. She wasn't spending none of them nights down there at Patchwork, down there with Curtis them. She wasn't with you, man. So she don't get none of that money. I hope she don't get none of that money, man, because you've been rich for a long time. You've been very rich. Very, very rich for a long time, man. So I hope she don't get none of that money. But take this as a lesson learned, my brother. Take this as a lesson learned. Do not get married again, in my opinion. In my opinion, F these crows. That's what my opinion is, man. I'm not saying that it ain't no good woman in the world, but it's a gamble, especially a man of your stature. You got too much to lose, my brother. You got too much to lose to be gambling on love, man. Love like that. You know, love your kids, love your mama, Love your aunties, your uncles, your family members, your fans, and love them. But that talking about joining assets and making them into one, don't love that ish. Don't love that ish. Let that ish go. Let that be a dream. When somebody come in there talking about, man, you got a love boy, what snap up out of it. You better cuss them out if they ask you, yeah, you gotta love, man. Marry her because you love that woman. Man, you better go off. You better go off on that person. That's like a person talking about your family member that you really dearly in love when they say the words like that. Oh, marry that woman because you love that woman. Run from that woman. That's what you do. Man, don't do that. But we on your side, man. And what I'm saying is just to sum it up. We on your side. We believe you. We don't believe her. Even the women know she's lying. The women know she's lying. That's it is what it is. Women know that she's lying. We don't believe her. There's no point there's no point to even sit there and engage in the BS with her. Um there's no point. So don't worry about that. Don't focus on that, Jay. We got you, Jay. We got you, man. You keep doing your thing. Give us some more of them hits. So, man, shoot. Hey, you shoot us some of that investment money that and what I'm saying, show us how we can get some of the bread. Cause bruh, I'm trying to invest too. I'm trying to become a millionaire. I got some talents, my brother. Beyond music. When I talk about talent, man, you need a house built. You can get you a house built. Need to get some land cleared and graded. We can grade that land and drop them trees for you, buddy. I got it. I got it, man. We make some money off some real stuff and make some things happen, man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, do your thing, man. I hope this woman don't get half of all the assets that you have obtained, man. It's your guy Mailman again. I just want to say thank y'all, man, for watching the show. If you do like the show and enjoy the show, please hit that like and subscribe and follow button just to let me know that you do like what I'm doing. Trying to grow this channel, trying to get this thing popping. So that will be much, much, much greatly appreciated for you to just hit like, subscribe, and hit that all and that little bell and everything. And you live with me, man. Live with me tonight on this Saturday, watching my Common Sense podcast where we just talk about things that's going on in the world, baby. Just giving you my opinion of what's going on in the world. If you agree, if you don't agree, I would love for you to come on here and chop it up with me and let's talk. And I was trying to specifically, like I say, do a live every Saturday, but I'm just gonna go live whenever I got a chance to go live. I'm just gonna go live. If I can go live on a Tuesday at 6 o'clock, I'm going live on Tuesday at 6 o'clock. And we're going to talk about the Common Sense podcast. All right, y'all, let's keep this show rolling, though, man. Let's keep this show rolling, baby. And let's move on to our next topic of the night, man. The next topic of the night. That's what we finna talk about, the next topic of the night, and keep this ball game rolling, man. I love to get on here, man, and chop it up with y'all and see what y'all got going on and have y'all come in here and chop it up with me and we talk. We bonding. You know what I'm saying? We're bonding. Man, I'm just a guy that just like to have fun, man, and enjoy myself, man, and have a great time. That's pretty much what all it is, man. I just like to have a great time. So now, y'all, the next story that I'm about to get ready and talk about, man, and give my opinion on, man, is about this weak 40-year-old man and his weak wife. Yeah, the woman is weak too. She's lame and all in between. Both of them lame. Both of them are lame. I wouldn't even hear something like this, but let's. Oh, I just got that little video clip. Um. Oh no, that's not what I was trying to do. Oh, sorry. Give me a second. Y'all work with me. Work with me. Y'all just work with me. We live in the show tonight. We live. We live. We live. So I'm navigating this thing. We live. We live. Here we go. All right, let's get ready and get it popping. All right, check this out, man. So here we go, y'all. we have this lovely family here. Well, at least the lovely kids, the kids that didn't get a chance to live a fulfilled life. So, wife and husband agreed to end it after losing their job. After losing their job, the wife
bodies were found alongside him in another bedroom.
fell.
A neighbor said, I thought I was hearing firecrackers, not gunshots. The hospital was investigating a couple for misrepresenting their employment to an.
What I mean by that, and I seen this on this guy's page right here, so try to give him a shout out. This is the guy that I seen this on his page, Eric Johnson page, and I seen this. And let me see if I can find the let me see if I can find the story to run it, or I just talk about it. Where is it? Oh, y'all, I gotta talk about that one too. We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about that one in a minute. Snap, I don't see it on here. Where is it to talk about it? I don't see it, y'all, but so we'll talk about it. We'll just talk about it. We're gonna have a conversation. It's all good. That's why we ain't gotta always. If I don't have that, we can talk about it and give you small details that I have heard. We're just talking about the small details of the situation that I have heard. You know, that's what we're gonna do. Talk about the small details of the situation that I have heard. So now y'all seen the clip. Y'all seen it where it said wife and daughter, husband and wife decided to made an agreement to end their life. So from what I read on the story, the husband and wife, they worked at a hospital. And the hospital, they end up losing their job because from, again, the details that I heard was that they was trying to get child care assistance. And in the process of trying to get child care assistance, so I guess they lied on the application or something. And so
a 40-year-old man who fatally shot himself, his wife, and his 5 young children faxed a letter to the local TV station that him and his wife had been fired from their job at the hospital and that they planned to escape everything by killing the whole family because it would be better to end all of their lives than leave their children in the hands of someone else. After reading the letter, someone from the TV station called the police and officers were dispatched to the man's home. Once inside, an officer said, everybody was shot in the head, and some was shot multiple times. His wife's body was found upstairs in the bedroom, and his children's bodies were found alongside him in another bedroom. A neighbor said, I thought I was hearing firecrackers, not gunshots. The hospital was investigating a couple for misrepresenting their employment to an outside agency in order to receive child care assistance. A 40-year-old man who fatally shot himself, his wife, and his 5 young children faxed a letter to the local TV station that him and his wife had been fired from their job at the hospital and that they planned to escape everything by killing the whole family because it would be better to end all of their lives than leave their children in the hands of someone else. After reading the letter, someone from the TV station called the police and officers were dispatched to the man's home. Once inside, an officer said, everybody was shot in the head, and some was shot multiple times. His wife's body was found upstairs in the bedroom, and his children's bodies were found alongside him in another bedroom. A neighbor said, I thought I was hearing firecrackers, not gunshots. The hospital was investigating a couple for misrepresenting their employment to an outside agency in order to receive child care assistance. A 40-year-old man who fatally shot himself, his wife, and his 5 young children faxed a letter to the local TV station that him and his wife had been fired from their job at the hospital and that they planned to escape everything by killing the whole family because it would be better to end all of their lives than leave their children in the hands of someone else. After reading the letter, someone from the TV station called the police and officers were dispatched to the man's home. Once inside, an officer said, everybody was shot in the head, and some was shot multiple times. His wife's body was found upstairs in the bedroom, and his children's bodies were found alongside him in another bedroom. A neighbor said, I thought I was hearing firecrackers, not gunshots. The hospital was investigating the couple for misrepresenting their employment to an outside agency in order to receive child care assistance. A 40-year-old man who fatally shot himself, his wife, and his 5 young children faxed a letter to the local TV station that him and his wife had been fired from their job at the hospital and that they planned to escape everything by killing the whole family because it would be better to end all of their lives than leave their children in the hands of someone else. After reading the letter, someone from the TV station called the police and officers were dispatched to the man's home. Once inside, an officer said, everybody was shot in the head, and some was shot multiple times. His wife's body was found upstairs in the bedroom, and his children's bodies were found alongside him in another bedroom. A neighbor said, I thought I was hearing firecrackers, not gunshots. The hospital was investigating the couple for misrepresenting their employment to an outside agency in order to receive child care assistance. A 40-year-old man who fatally shot himself, his wife, and his 5 young children faxed a letter to the local TV station that him and his wife had been fired from their job at the hospital and that they planned to escape everything by killing the whole family because it would be better to end all of their lives than leave their children in the hands of someone else. After reading the letter, someone from the TV station called the police and officers were dispatched to the man's home. Once inside, an officer said, everybody was shot in the head, and some was shot multiple times. His wife's body was found upstairs in the bedroom, and his children's bodies were found alongside him in another bedroom. A neighbor said, I thought I was hearing firecrackers, not gunshots. The hospital was investigating the couple for misrepresenting their employment to an outside agency in order to receive child care assistance. A 40-year-old man who fatally shot himself, his wife, and his 5 young children faxed a letter to the local TV station that him and his wife had been fired from their job at the hospital and that they planned to escape everything by killing the whole family because it would be better to end all of their lives than leave their children in the hands of someone else. After reading the letter, someone from the TV station called the police and officers were dispatched to the man's home. Once inside, an officer said, everybody was shot in the head, and some was shot multiple times. His wife's body was found upstairs in the bedroom, and his children's bodies were found alongside him in another bedroom. A neighbor said, I thought I was hearing firecrackers, not gunshots. The hospital was investigating the couple for misrepresenting their employment to an outside agency in order to receive child care assistance. A 40-year-old man who fatally shot himself, his wife, and his 5 young children faxed a letter to the local TV station that him and his wife had been fired from their job at the hospital and that they planned to escape everything by killing the whole family because it would be better to end all of their lives than leave their children in the hands of someone else. After reading the letter, someone from the TV station called the police and officers were dispatched to the man's home. Once inside, an officer said everybody was shot in the head, and some was shot multiple times. His wife's body was found upstairs in the bedroom, and his children's bodies were found alongside him in another bedroom. A neighbor said, I thought I was hearing firecrackers, not gunshots. The hospital was investigating the couple for misrepresenting their employment to an outside agency in order to receive child care assistance. A 40-year-old man who fatally shot himself, his wife, and his 5 young children faxed a letter to the local TV station that him and his wife had been fired from their job at the hospital and that they planned to escape everything by killing the whole family because it would be better to end all of their lives than leave their children in the hands of someone else. After reading the letter, someone from the TV station called the police and officers were dispatched to the man's home. Once inside, an officer said everybody was shot in the head, and some was shot multiple times. His wife's body was found upstairs in the bedroom, and his children's bodies were found alongside him in another bedroom. A neighbor said, I thought I was hearing firecrackers, not gunshots. The hospital was investigating the couple for misrepresenting their employment to an outside agency in order to receive child care assistance. A 40-year-old man who fatally shot himself, his wife, and his 5 young children faxed a letter to the local TV station that him and his wife had been fired from their
site on some things and knowledge on here and just bring some great awareness to people and share some of the things that I think is just should be common sense. Hopefully we can bring back common sense because it seems like there's a lot of people out here in the world that don't have common sense. So it has been a great show, and I want to end the show off on this this topic tonight. I want to end it off on something positive and good. I want to end it off with the closeout of this last video here and just touch on some things. All right. So let's pull this up. Let me share this. Give me a second, y'all. Just give me a second. I'm working my way through this whole thing. Bam. That's what we're gonna do. Let's pull this up.
Wayne is built a name for itself simply because of a knack, the ability to reinvent himself in the hoop and landscape in Cameroon, inspiring thousands across the internet with his drive and blue-collar work. Seemingly, it will be a long fight to
meeting Wayne Kennedy, a force of nature on the basketball court. His journey doesn't start with state-of-the-art facilities or luxurious training camps. No, it begins with a passion that burns bright, a ball that has seen countless hours of practice, and a young man with a dream bigger than his circumstances. And Wayne's story is a testament to the power of resilience, a symphony composed by the rhythm of his dribble and the echo of his footsteps on the uneven court. Born in a community where resources are scarce, where dreams often take a backseat to survival, Wayne defies the odds with every bounce of the ball. In a world where the term training equipment is often synonymous with luxury, Wayne improvises. Old tires become...
Wayne has built a name for itself simply because of a knack.
Now, I want to say, what I want to close out with on this tonight's show is this. Watch that video, and let me just leave it up on the screen. You watch this young man here in this video, and this young man is determined to achieve whatever his goal is to achieve it. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to achieve it. Doesn't necessarily mean he's not going to achieve it. But he's putting in the work and the effort to achieve it. Now, if he achieved whatever his goal is that he's trying to achieve out of putting in all this work, be that getting to the NBA or whatever it is he's trying to get to, that is a great and amazing that he's going to do that. But if he don't, you know what this shows me? if that goal comes and pass, he will find something else in life that he will be great at. And what I want to tell people is this: things don't always go as you might have seen your life was going to be planned out or laid out the way that you the way that you would have liked for it to be. Even though you did all that training, maybe from elementary school, middle school, to high school, to college, and it didn't work out the way that you would like for it to have worked out, it does not mean that you still cannot be great and successful at something else in your life. Use the work ethic that you have learned from that skill set that you was learning to learn another skill set. And also understand, if you want to be great at something, you got to put the work in like this gentleman is to be great at it. No matter what your circumstances is, you control your outcome. This man doesn't have the Planet Fitnesses, I'm assuming, like we got to go work out, or the Gold's Gym, or the LA Fitness, or the big nice strength training warehouses and things that's out. Doesn't seem like you have access to that. The nice for gym facilities that we have, like I know back in the days you had the YMCA, and then some local communities have gyms that kids can go play basketball at to sharpen their skills, or sometimes get with different AAU schools to better themselves. It doesn't seem like this gentleman has that. But what he do have that is the most valuable is he got drive, and he has the ability to figure out how to make something happen, even if he don't have all the luxuries that other people have to make it happen. He's going to use what he do have to make it work. Look, this man, he has 6 tires on his back while he's doing, I think, them lunges with the 6 tires on his back. He's let's play this again.
The ability to reinvent himself in the hoop and landscape in Cameroon, inspiring thousands across the internet with his drive and blue collar work. Seemingly, it'll be a long fight until
Meeting Wayne Kennedy, a force of nature on the basketball court. His journey doesn't start with state-of-the-art facilities or luxurious training camps. No, it begins with a passion that burns bright, a ball that has seen countless hours of practice, and a young man with a dream bigger than his circumstances. And Quade's story is a testament to the power of resilience, a symphony composed by the rhythm of his dribble and the echo of his footsteps on the uneven court. Born in a community where resources are scarce, where dreams often take a backseat to survival, Inquane defies the odds with every bounce of the ball. In a world where the term training equipment is often synonymous with luxury, Inquane improvises. Old tires
doing what he got.
Wayne has built a name for.
I just want you to know that you can be successful in life. We all can be successful in life. We just got to know that we got to do what we got to do. Keep doing what you want to do, what you got to do. It'll happen. I even had to tell myself that. I had to tell myself that every day. Just keep doing what you got to do, Mel. It'll happen. But I had to also put work in to make it happen. When I'm scared to do something that I want to do, and it's the fear that try to come up inside, I had to block that fear out and just go. You know what I'm saying? If it's the knowledge of not knowing how to do it, I have to get out there and learn how to do it, try it, and perfect myself as I go. It might be horrible the first time I do it. It might get a little better the second, a little better the third, a little better the fourth. And then sooner or later, it's just going to become, well, oh, okay, it's cool. And it's going to look like, hey, it was never a problem from the beginning. But I have to do it. I have to put the work in order to be able to become that person that I want to become or trying to become. And I understand a lot. I understand the saying now, 1,000% on the 50 Cent get rich or die trying. That's the goal. If you want better in life, you got to put forth the effort to get better in life. But don't think that somebody going to give you better in life just because you said you want it. Because, see, if somebody give it to you, when you get it, you know how much pressure going to come with it? You're not even going to be able to handle the pressure with it because they just gave it to you. So you're going to lose it anyway. So why give it to you in the first place? Instead of I give it to somebody that can deserve it and that already showed me without even having, they was going to adapt to the changes because they was already trying to adapt to the small changes. You got to know how to manage $10 before you can manage 100. but you got to know how to manage 100 before you can manage 100,000. And you got to know how to manage 100,000 before you can manage 100 million. You have to learn to go, and you will teach yourself as you grow when it's time to continuously to push yourself. Man, I have had fun tonight recording this video, man. Enjoying myself, giving out the topics. Again, this is your guy Mailman, the Common Sense Podcast, live talking about the things that's going on in the world, from travel, different places, food, business, entertainment, just everything that's going on to share some of the things that I have learned in my 42 years of living and sharing with y'all. And hopefully I can put something on this internet that can inspire you to do great, be great, and learn from your mistakes. And if you do make mistakes, hold yourself accountable and fix the problem. Point out some of the BS. I'm not here to try to be on nobody's side. I'm just trying to give my opinion and make you look at things in a different way. You're going to agree with me. You're going to love me. You're going to hate me. You're not going to agree with me, but we're going to get through it together, man. I love y'all. Love y'all. And again, hopefully y'all see me again in a few days. We're going to get on here and try to drop another hour or two and make this thing do what it do, baby. Woo, woo. I love y'all. Keep doing what y'all do. Mailman out, baby. What?